In psychotherapy, you can do some things wrong as a patient. In this video, you'll learn what it is and what happens if you don't change it. These 10 mistakes are discussed in more detail. You have wrong expectations. You remain passive. You value psychotherapy low. You are not open and honest. You are unreliable. You don't listen to the therapist. You misunderstand the nature of the relationship between you and your therapist. You don't address problems. You let everything do to you. You rely solely on psychotherapy. Let's start with mistake number 1. You have wrong expectations. You believe psychotherapy always helps. You think it's pretty easy to get rid of a mental disease. You believe that a mental disease is as curable as a broken bone. You assume that any mental disease can be completely and permanently cured. You don't expect setbacks. Such expectations are often based on too little or misleading information. This can quickly lead to disappointment and frustration. Mistake number 2. You remain passive. You think you don't have to do anything to go well. You think it's a therapist's job to do something about your mental disease, not yours. With this attitude, your therapy will hardly succeed. Mistake number 3. You value psychotherapy low. In your eyes, psychotherapy is inferior and less effective than medical treatment. Therefore, you are convinced that all the talking in psychotherapy is useless. You believe that only medication or medical interventions in the brain really help with mental diseases. You consider psychotherapy only as an accompanying measure, but not as an independent form of treatment for mental diseases. By belittling psychotherapy, you are not giving it a chance to prove otherwise. Mistake number 4. You are not open and honest. You are not open to the therapist. You are hiding something important. Perhaps you are also cheating or even lying. Maybe you are doing this because you are embarrassed and find it difficult to talk about something very personal. It may also be that you don't trust a therapist and are afraid that he will tell others. However, the therapist cannot help you properly if you do not know enough or do not know the truth. Mistake number 5. You are unreliable. You are often late for therapy sessions. From time to time, you also skip a session. You don't tell the therapist if you can't come to a session. You don't pay the bills for therapy at all or not on time. This way, you cause a lot of trouble and complicate the planning and organization of your therapy. You are also showing that you don't take the therapy seriously. Mistake number 6. You don't listen to the therapist. You don't take the therapist's advice. You deviate from your agreements without consulting the therapist. You think you know a lot better than the therapist. You don't stick to the therapy plan. You do whatever you want. You really should ask yourself why you're in therapy at all. Mistake number 7. You misunderstand the nature of the relationship between you and your therapist. Therapists are trained to listen, empathize, and have understanding. This is part of their professional behavior. but you interpret it as an expression of personal feelings and perhaps take it for friendship or love that is based on reciprocity. So you are getting false hopes. This can affect the therapeutic relationship between you and your therapist and make it quite complicated. Mistake number 8. You don't talk about problems. You are dissatisfied with the therapy, but you don't say it because you are uncomfortable and you don't want to upset the therapist. With time, you have less and less desire to continue the therapy. At some point, you just stop therapy without talking to the therapist first. Since you do not give the therapist the opportunity to change something, the therapy is going in the wrong direction and is worthless to you. Mistake number 9. You let everything do to you. You are not informed about the form of therapy, the methods used, and the therapist. You are not critical and do not question anything, but let everything be done with you. However, it can be detrimental if you are unable to assess the whole situation and give up all control and caution, because then you may notice too late or not at all when mistakes are made or when the therapy does you more harm than good. Mistake number 10. You rely solely on psychotherapy. You believe that psychotherapy is the only thing that can help you. You don't care about support from your family, friends, or other people. You do not join self-help groups and do not think of help and advice outside of psychotherapy. In doing so, you deny yourself valuable help and support, which you can use, for example, if psychotherapy is not available. Thank you for your interest.